need a parfait. I need the money. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a Band-Aid. Thinking I missed, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rap if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby, I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that dun. Yeah, new house in the hills. Fine, waiting for me down in Brazil. 5, had to go on for the kill. It's 5 plus 8, you know the deal. It's a skinny leg legend. Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the Toyota Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna stop and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down. I need that.
As an immigrant, came into this country, adapting it every day. The language barrier, the culture barrier, everything, but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off, you know?
I was named after my grandfather, so
We're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins.
Pass it to my sis while our toes touch the sea. I hope you hatin' get to do the same thing. Success don't suck.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in primetime, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jackson, first play, going to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. You talk about this Miami defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right.
Yeah, this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48. The Dolphins at 7-1 now on the year, and they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Tua going to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Darren Waller, 42 yards. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
It's a gain of 6. And the Raven first down.
Here's Jackson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 7-7, our score after 1. Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. And he is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. They go play action with Jackson. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Dolphins' 18-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Throwing is Jackson. Caught left side Hopkins. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. C.D. Lamb, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on the 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Jackson.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Jalen Phillips
in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
And this returnable for Hill.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Hey, 21, T8.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Short throw, going to be caught by Waller.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 17-yard line.
Go ahead.
Running left, Achane.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Jackson now. They'll roll him out right. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
A gain of 9 brings up second.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Now Tua. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Travis Jones makes a tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
Tua sets up to pass it. They're going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Oh, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson from the shotgun. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Levi Onwuzurike.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw.
And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away.
Watch out for Hill on the return. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. He returns the punt 61 yards. And the Dolphins have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Ravens 21. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Jackson will throw again. Incomplete, right side to Cook. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
180! 180! 180!
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. The point after is good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's Tua. Little short pass here to Hill. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Achane. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score Dolphins 35, Ravens 28. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Jackson. And a catch made by Hopkins. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. So graduate the Naval Academy. And back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. Cook. Touchdown, Baltimore. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Solo left Zion. They're right here. Ready, team.
Tua going to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Brought down back at the 32.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Corner, long. Let's say. Go ahead. Ready, team. Hey.
Now Tua. Connecting with Hill. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Throwing Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Tua. A quick throw complete to Washington. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Go ahead. Ready, team.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Though, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Jackson.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jackson to throw.
He'll buy some time right.
This ball intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talking about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Miami, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1.